Hey everybody, it's Get Personal with Patty, and I'm doing my first paycheck in April, which is really my last paycheck in March. Even though April has 5 weeks, which is a 5-week pay period, I will just transfer the last paycheck into May. I do that really just to get started on savings and goals for the next month. Kind of just falls that way. So I that's okay. And you see 2 books here if this is the first time you're watching my channel, because I do the small box set book for my money that comes in weekly, and I do the large one there. This is the Budget by Paycheck workbook by the Budget Mom for all joint and household bills. So I've just spent the last hour and a half going over March, and I'm going to try to do a video on what closed and what we spent in March. But I have some goals already started for April. So out of the, and hopefully you can see that, out of the joint account, I really just want to focus on those goals. That money coming out of the joint account will just be house bills, gas for both cars, and any household, quote unquote, Amazon, paper towels. But we do a BG's run for that. But Amazon, we get medicine. Sometimes we get some snacks from there if we see something new. And then also long-term savings, which is my husband's IRA account, and an ABLE account, ABLE, for my daughter. If you have a special needs child, certainly look into the ABLE account. It just kind of helps them in the future. And then any mortgage savings. So those are the only things that are going to come out of my April's joint account. And then down here, which is my regular budget box set, I do my check that comes in weekly. So just an overview. This is the Paycheck bill tracker, which if you don't know anything about the Budget Mom, I advise you to get onto the Budget Mom website and really just watch some of her earlier videos. Her method is very simple to use, and watching a lot of the videos will help that. But it's really budgeting your paycheck per paycheck versus getting that overwhelming feeling that you're budgeting everything per month. When I close out my March, and I will show that, I use, the where did my money budget sheets go in the back of the book, and also on the large one. I'm just trying to show it to you really quick. So I use the, just sidebar, I use this expense tracker weekly. I budget by paycheck weekly. That's my paycheck. And then I track weekly. But then at the end of the month, there's a budget, where did my money go worksheet here. And I break down by category for the whole month. But if you do it weekly like this, then at the end of the month it's much easier to just throw in your numbers based on your little key right here. And then I combine these amounts with my joint amounts to see what we spent for the month. Again, I'll do that as a separate video for the closeout of March, so you can see exactly what we spent in the month of March. So I have some personal goals for April, and one of them is I need to stop buying stickers. So all you Etsy shops out there, stop putting out good stickers. I love them like everyone else. And it is, this whole budgeting and planning, I really just got into it in the last year, and I love it. But it costs money, right? So April, I'm going to try to reduce some of that, what I'm spending. It's a balance, because I do feel like I am spending on budgeting and planning stickers, which I love, but then I'm also saving on quite a few different sinking funds and savings challenges, which you'll see in my video in March. So it's a balance. Okay, so needless to say, this is my first paycheck in April, which again is my last paycheck in March, which was March 26th. So My rollover cushion was $200. From my checking account balance was $14.88. No overtime this week. My paycheck was $186.63. That goes into this account. And then I did get $216 from some other income. So my total to use was $617.51. So I put automatically my $20 in my cushion, and then my cushion rollover from here to here, so I don't spend it, is $200. So I have a cushion right now in my checking account of $220. That's what that means. And I'm actually thinking of taking $80 out of that cushion to put in a new sinking fund for April. And since this is my new April budget, I'm going to take $80 out of that cushion and put it toward a dog. Don't tell anybody. Okay, so I also paid extra on our gas utilities, which is $50. So I add those up here. This is the budget by Paycheck, which is $270. And then I need to take the 80 out of there. I just decided that this morning. So I take that amount. I bring it over here to the envelopes. Like I said, my personal paycheck pays for all our groceries, our envelopes, cash envelopes, and any sinking funds. And it's quite a bit. You'll see that in the next video, but it's quite a bit. So my husband and I get $25 a piece. So he got $25 this week. I budgeted $25. He got $25. I budgeted $25 for myself. I did get $25, but then I did get some stickers. So I put $44.79 there. Groceries, I'll put in $60. Extra childcare, $40. BJ's, I put $20 in. Dine out, $25. And then for sinking funds this week, I have 4 sinking funds that get $5 each. So I put $20. New York is a trip that we're planning at the end of May. So I put an additional $15 there. April challenge, I put $10. The April challenges will be $40 is required for April because it's the 4th month. The word challenge for the month of April is spring. So S will start actually next week's paycheck. That's why there's nothing there. And then these are automatically transferred savings that happen on a weekly basis. So I have $25 for Ally account, which is an online account that I use for car and house maintenance. I just kind of want to build that. Emergency fund of $25 and my Christmas fund of $10. Then if you turn the page here, I'm not adding anything to extra debt. And then I did add $15 to my savings account. And that's just, I like to just put a little bit in there to try to build that up. This is the cash envelope breakdown. So this is when I break down what denominations of cash I want. I go to the bank, I give them my little slip, teller slip, and they give me back the cash. So I've already stuffed my envelopes with that. So my money thoughts for April is definitely going to be continued no swipe. I have not used my debit card for this account in 2 months because I took it out of my wallet. And also to start saving for a dog. A golden doodle is my excitement for the day. So then next week I'll go right into April 2nd paycheck. But then I come right over here to the tracker. And the tracker is just as important as putting down, where you're going to spend the money. It's really important to put it down here in the tracker. And again, I do it week. I got this from someone on on YouTube, it really worked out for me in February and March, and now I'm in again the 3rd month. So I do the highlight method. I highlight different colors. There's my little key. And I got this from the newsletter, budget category organizer with the different colors. So I know, this is gifts and donations. So when I send my mother-in-law a misfit package, I know that that's a gift. That's where I put that. I do that color. So like deposits are always green because it's incoming. But this is, I put from March 24th to 4/2 where I'm spending my money. Put it right here. Then I put it down here as a tracker. So from cushion, I'm going to take out $80 today. So that'll be $80 less. So that is my first paycheck in April, which is really my last physical paycheck in March. I'm really excited about April. And I hope you subscribe and watch my next video, which will be my March breakdown and our goals for April. Thanks for watching. Have a good weekend.